welcome everyone to another Tech Tuesday. This is episode 11 of the TV show. So thank you guys for tuning in. This episode's going to be full of drama and excitement. I hope you guys are doing well. Today was raining very much at the Long Beach office. I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to attend the mastermind today, either in person or through Zoom, because it was being hosted there too. Very good meetings. You learn a lot, and I encourage you guys to take trips there and attend those if you can. All right. I'm your host, Coach Kane. We'll be talking about landing pages today. All right, so I'm going to go through these slides and we'll go step by step together. Okay, as always, if you want to stay in the loop, get notified about what we're talking about. Also get Zoom reminders via email or maybe a recap of these meetings. You can scan this QR code or click the link I'm about to drop in the chat. I always like to go over this because I know we get new people all the time. So let's find that for you guys real quick. This is the one. All right, so the link is in the chat. So anyone who wants to stay in the loop and get email notifications, Zoom reminders, YouTube video recaps, and even cool fun facts or cool software tips, feel free to sign up to that using the link in the chat or scanning this QR code, or you can always email me at any time. Let's go next. So as always, you can interrupt me during these meetings by raising your hand. You can ask a question or just unmute yourself. It's an open conversation. Make sure to participate as much as possible. We'll be doing a lot of live polls where you guys can chime in, tell me how you guys feel, or any questions, and mic me, you can feel free to answer and engage in these meetings. Obviously, these meetings are recorded. You can always go back and rewatch them on the YouTube channel. And by going to the landing page in the chat, you'll be able to subscribe to those so you're always in the loop. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I like to start these off with polls. So I have, let's see what I have for you guys today. Just a little fun thing to break the ice. What do you guys wish you had more of? Free time? I think I know what the answer is going to be here, but still interested in finding out what it is. I'll be pausing periodically to maybe let people in or maybe fix little technical issues I might run into. So it's not your internet, it's just me trying to make this work for you guys. Looks like we got more people coming in. Welcome everyone. Okay. All right. Gonna give it 30 more seconds. Awesome. Okay. So it looks like most of us overwhelmingly wants more money. Okay. Well, with more leads comes more money. So in today's episode, we'll be talking about a cool way to convert prospects into leads, which hopefully will turn into more money for those of you guys who voted money. Okay. Let me share the results with you guys in case you want to see. Pretty cool stuff. Someone wants free time. I want free time too. No, time is money. You don't get that back. All right. So this is what you missed last time. We talked about using the KvCORE Open House app, which is a really cool app you can use to organize everyone that comes into your open house, you can automatically set them up with smart campaigns. We had a lot of great questions. So if you want to learn more about that, you can always reach out to me, like I always say, or you can rewatch the recap videos to, watch at your own pace on your own time. We talked briefly about using the KvCORE mobile app, which is a great feature to use when a great app to use when you're on the go. You can use its dialer and dial specific hashtags and be productive on the go. It's really nice to have this when you're somewhere where you don't have access to your computer or you're just moving around a lot. We didn't get a chance to look at landing pages. That's why I have it in red. So that's what we'll be talking about today. And at the end of all of these meetings, I try to do a little, leave some time for Q&A, anything you want to share, any questions you might have. But yeah, this is what you missed last time in case you were not here. So today, like I said, we're talking about landing pages. Let's go ahead and move forward. All right. So what are landing pages? So landing pages are, landing page is a place where, say someone's looking something up on Google, for instance. Nowadays, whenever you need any type of service or you have any type of question, you go to Google most likely, or maybe Yahoo for, old school people, or maybe even Bing, who knows. You go ahead and type that somewhere to try and find the answer or find, a service or a business. And once you do find what you're looking for, typically when you click on a link, it will take you to a page that, typically is called a landing page, and it will have what the business offers, how they can help you. And usually it has like a buy button, a call to action button, so that you can go ahead and provide information or your card info to buy that product or service. So that's what a landing page is, just a standalone page on your website, or just landing page by itself. It doesn't have to be a full-fledged website. Somewhere people can go and see what your service is about, how it can help them, and a call to action for them to be able to sign up to that. Okay. And why do you need a landing page? Let's see, we got more people joining here. So why do you even need a landing page? Well, when done right, it can be the connection between an interested prospect and a future client or sale. Okay, so if someone's interested in something you have to offer and they click through your website, they're going to get to a point where they can either submit proof of purchase or anything, or they can submit their information, and that's where you collect that data, and then you use that to reach out to them. Okay, that's why you need a landing page. I'm hearing some feedback here. Do we have a question, or maybe someone forgot to mute their mic?
That would be me. Sorry.
No problem. No worries. Okay, looking good. So yeah, that's why you need a landing page, and that's what is a landing page. Just a page where people can go and they have the option to provide some information in exchange of product, service, or some type of value. And we're going to go through this together. I'll show you how to build one. That way you have a better understanding of what exactly it is. Okay. So right here, you have a little graph that I've made up. This kind of shows you the breakdown of, the journey a prospect will take from the moment they start looking at, any type of service online or through an email marketing that you've made. Let's say you're sending out a mass marketing email that has, 4 tips for anyone looking to buy real estate. And someone ends up being interested, and you have a link on there that takes them to, your landing page. So that's where that blue part is. An interested prospect will see, web article, email marketing, material you send out there, maybe a social media video, and you have a link on there that takes them to that landing page. And it's on that landing page, you're going to have more information about the product, what it is, what it can do for them, and in a field where they can either purchase the service or they can provide information for you to get back to them. Okay, and then which in turn will lead into a client or a sale. So as you can see, this landing page is making the connection between an interested party and, you know, money or a client or a sale. So it's very important to have that there. You can directly reach out to people, but for people who don't want to call you right away, it's nice for them to have a way to leave their information with you so that you can, you know, to them. So it's important. It's very important to have one of these. We've talked about landing pages before, but I feel like I was moving a little too fast, and now we have a lot of new people, so I wanted to go over that once more. Okay, and all this can be done through KvCORE for free. All right, so before we get into this, let's actually open up KvCORE, and I'll take you guys through actually building a landing page. One quick second. All right, so once you open up KvCORE, you're going to want to go to the lead engine tab on the left-hand side. If you guys don't see this, you just might have to click on the 3 bars right here. I know a lot of you guys are just getting started setting up KvCORE. I met a few of new people today who are just getting acquainted with this. So on the left-hand side right here is where you can access all of the sections, you know, the features KvCORE has to offer. So under the lead engine section, once you click on that, it'll open this page up right here. Let me move myself down to the left. And this is where you will find landing pages. Okay, it's going to be the first box right here. So the first thing you'll want to do is select a domain. You're only going to have one option. If you're in a team, you might have 2 options here, but just go ahead and choose your personal KvCORE website. It's usually just going to be your first name, last name, .exprealty.com. So you're going to choose that from the drop down. Now, what this means is this is where people will get, you know, will be taken to when they click on that link to your landing. So they will be loading up your website. Now, you can't add a personal website here, unfortunately. It has to be tied to the KvCORE software. But there are ways to create your own landing pages on your personal website. It still works the same. You would just have to take that data and then upload it back to KvCORE to be able to market to them using KvCORE. But if you want to do it the free way, and I try to make, you know, show everything I show on here, I try to find cool, you know, software that you guys can use at no extra charge, because already being a realtor is a little expensive. There's a lot we have to pay for. So using all of the tools at our disposals that do not cost extra money is, you know, very much worth it. So go ahead and choose your personal website. And then once you do, it's going to be highlighted as such, and that there will be a little X next to it. So once you do that, you want to click on Start Building, okay? I'm going to give that some time to load. There we go. So you'll get taken to this page right here. And on this page is where you can actually build your landing page. I'm going to go through each of the sections right here so we know what every this page means. So at the top left, there's a little bubble here that says lead generation. It's actually a drop down. If I go ahead and click on this, it takes you through all the different kinds of landings there are that you can choose from, at least with KvCORE. So by default, it'll load up the lead generation landing page. That's what we're on right now, which consists of the EXP logo, a big, you know, title right here, header, 4 different bullet points you can add. Unfortunately, you can't add extra bullet points, but you can remove, you know, the ones that are here. You can only have 1, you can have 2, you can have 3 or 4, but you can't have 5, 4 or less, or none. But this lead generation template is comprised of the EXP logo, the title, header, and 4 bullet points. And down here, this is the call to action section. So this is the information you are asking the visitor of the page in exchange for the information you have listed up here. So going back to the example I mentioned before, if let's say you're sending out, mass marketing emails out there that are designed to capture buyers. Let's say this is for first-time home buyers, okay, who might or might not know of the various programs, government programs are out there to help them actually purchase a new home. So once you go ahead and send that out, maybe someone sees, that, oh, I actually don't need to put 20% down to buy property. I could put as little as 3.5 down. I'm interested in this. And then they go ahead and click on your link to learn more. They get taken to this page and you can have, all the ways you can help them achieve that. So maybe you could have, on the title right here, if I click on this, you can actually edit all of these sections. All you got to do is click on text and it gives you the option to edit. So on the title section here, I can put, I don't know, become a home owner today. Okay. Takes more than a day to own a home, but let's put that as an example. And then under, the title section right here. Oh, by the way, when you double click anything on here, it will make it disappear. It's a little bit frustrating, I will admit, because then you have to refresh the whole page to be able to, read everything. So when you're designing a landing page using KvCORE, when you double click anything, it just deletes that section. So be careful. There's no way to go back. You have to refresh the page in order to make this landing page. So be careful when you double click. Just click once on the text boxes that you wish to. And I've had a few times where I'm building a landing page and I double click on a box just to have to restart everything. So just a little tip there. So like I was saying, you can edit, have a nice title. And while we're doing this, whenever you're building a landing page, you should have 3 core pieces of information on there. A, you should always mention what your service is or your product is that you're offering. B, it should always include how your product or service can be of help to them. And then 3, the most important thing, arguably, is a call to action. So once they know what service you provide or what product you sell, they know how that product or service can help them. Now people need a way to provide their information to you so that you can go ahead and help them. Because without that, they know all the wonderful things you do, but they have no way to, get in touch with you, which is that last section down here, the call to action section. And in this particular, landing page template, it gives them the option to provide their email and their cell phone number. And after which, when they input that, they can click, the submit button here, which is also customizable. So let's go ahead and resume. So become a homeowner today. And down here, we can put just an example. Let's say up below to get in touch with me. Okay, and obviously you would have something well crafted down here, but this is just for Tech Tuesday purposes. And then over here under the bullet point sections, sky's the limit. This is up to you to customize. This is going to depend on who you're targeting. And I always say this, whenever you market your services, try to be as niche as possible. Okay, if you send out a marketing material to a lot of people, you want to always try and capture a specific niche or group of people. Say first-time home buyers, for example, craft an advertisement or email marketing, or maybe even a social media post. Whenever you market yourself in any way to try and generate leads or business, market to a specific group of people. So veterans, first-time homebuyers, nurses, you name it, be as creative as possible with that marketing material, because it'll resonate 10 times more with someone who can relate to the message you're putting out there versus you're just saying, I'm a realtor, click here to buy or sell through me. Then you sound like everyone else. But if I'm saying, hey, there's a great program out there for first-time home buyers, get in touch with me today to find out what they are. As a first-time home buyer, I would probably choose the latter example because I feel like that's more in tune with my situation. So be as intentional and as niche as possible with your marketing material, because the more niche, the bigger the impact. The broader you go, the smaller the impact. Okay, so go ahead and list, all the bullet points, all the things you'll be able to provide for them. If you don't have any, that's fine. You could just double click on all of the sections and it'll delete those. So this landing page consists of, hey, you want to become a homeowner today? Well, they know that's what this landing page is for. And they also know to sign up below to get in touch with me so that, I can help them become a homeowner today. And then after which they can input their email down here and they can put their cell phone information and then click the submit button. If you look up top here, this is also a very important field. This field right here is where you can create a hashtag for anyone that signs up using this landing page. So since we're creating this for a first-time homebuyer, we want to be able to categorize anyone that signs up using this landing page as a first-time homebuyer, so that later down the line, if I want to send more marketing material out there, maybe only geared towards first-time home buyers, I can select that hashtag within KvCORE and automatically select all those people. Okay, so under here, hashtag, I would just type in whatever I want it to be. First-time home buyer. Okay, so there's that.
I'm sorry,
So
I can't see where.
Yeah.
Where did you type it?
The hashtag is up here where my mouse is. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, now I can. I was not able.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
So
okay.
It says a hashtag right here. Okay. So you can put a hashtag in here, first time.
So does that mean you can create several landing pages?
Yeah, you can create as many as you want. And I'll show you where to see all of your landing pages after we create this one.
Okay.
So I have a couple already.
And will you also be showing where am I going to insert this landing page so that wherever I want the person to go, they will go? I mean,
yeah, I can show you a few examples, no problem at all.
Thank you.
So yeah, when you build your landing page, you can put all the information down here, and then the column right after lead generation is where you'll put the hashtag you want to add to anyone that signs up using this landing page. Now, next up, you have a submit button text. So this refers to what text you see in this button right here. So instead of having it be see the list now, we can do, submit. I'll just type submit. And you see it'll just change the button name to that. So whatever it is advertising here, it might be, see list now, submit, get in touch with me. You can type whatever you want in here. Touch, boom. And it'll reflect automatically. And then URL after login, which is the next box right here. This is optional. By default, once they click, the submit button, it'll take them to the home page on your KvCORE website. But if you want people to get taken to a specific link right after they sign up, that's also possible. Let's say this landing page was, trying to get people's email and, phone number in exchange for the top 4 homes in Los Angeles. You can create a list on KvCORE that comprises, that's comprised of the 4 top homes in Los Angeles. KvCORE will give you that link, and then you can paste it here. So that as soon as they put that email and phone number in here, and they submit, it'll take them to what they wanted to see, which is also another example. If you're trying to, offer people a free video of you explaining what's going on in the markets, nowadays, you can Facebook say, hey guys, the market's crazy nowadays. I made a video of, explaining what's going on out there. And then once you post that video on YouTube, you can copy the link to that, paste it in here. And when anyone fills out this form right here on your landing page, they will get taken to that link where the video is. Okay, so you have a lot of flexibility with this right here. But by default, it will take people to your KvCORE homepage. So I'm going to leave this optional, but you can put anything you want. So on the next field, you have require phone. So if you check this box, it'll make the cell phone field required, and they won't be able to click submit unless they fill that out. If you don't click it, if it's unchecked, they still have the option to provide their cell phone, but they do not have to, and they'll be able to just put an email and then click the submit button. Next up, you have some customization, options. You can change the background of this page. You could click through, any of the base ones KvCORE has to offer. If I click exterior, for example, it'll change the background to this. If I click on foreclosure, it'll take us to this. So you can choose the one that best fits your landing page. And if you have a link to the specific image you want KvCORE to display here, you can scroll all the way down and there will be a custom background option here. If you click on that, it'll take you to this text box right here where you can paste the link to an image, and KvCORE will pull that from whatever website it was on and display that as the background. I wish there was just an upload button that you could click on and upload your own image, but that's not the case, at least as of yet. So for now, you can just paste a URL in here, or you can just choose some of the ones KvCORE has to offer, and there's plenty to choose from. Okay, and all the way down here, if you're access to an MLS listing you have, you can actually click on primary MLS image, and then you can put the MLS ID in here, and it will actually display the image to that property, which is pretty nice too. Okay, and then over here where it says lead type, hopefully you guys can see my mouse. This is where KvCORE will record what type of lead this is. So if you're designing this for sellers, you will click seller. If you're designing it for buyers, you will click buyer. If it's for agents, etc. You just choose who you're designing this for, so that whoever signs up later on, when you get back to them, you'll know what type of lead they are. Okay, because we're designing this for home buyers, I'm gonna click buyer, and I clicked on something. There we go, buyer. And once that is in there, you have the option to save, and then that will create this landing page. I'm not gonna save just yet. I want to take you through this very quickly. Yeah, question.
Hold on. What about, it only says buyer, seller, renter, agent. What does agent stand for? What is an agent?
So if I'm building, this for a marketing, let's say I do photography, right? And I want to make a landing page so that agents can, click on there and see my photography services. So I know anyone that signs up here is an agent looking for my services as a photographer. So it's referring to, us real estate agents, if that makes sense.
It kind of makes sense.
That answer your question?
Yes, but I have a follow-up on that. Yeah. So my understanding is you're creating this landing page knowing who your audience is. Are you saying that you just create a general landing page and people who enter, you would understand whether they're a buyer or a seller or an agent through this landing page? That's not the case, right?
Yes. Yeah. So by choosing the lead type here, it will, assign, you know, a lead type to them. You can also put none. If this is designed for anyone, you could put none, and KvCORE won't have, you know, what type of lead they are. You kind of just decide on your own.
So
But
can you
if
create,
you want to
I'm
get
sorry.
back to all your buyers, yeah, what is it?
So can you create one type, as in say, I want to deal with, say, wholesalers, or I'm dealing with uh, constructors, you know, who are
Yeah.
new builders, so, or investors. I don't see those as categories. So can you create those?
So KvCORE will only let you choose one of
From
these
here.
as a lead type, but if you want to categorize further, you can add a hashtag, you know, investor
Okay.
under that
Okay.
contact.
Got it.
And then when you type that in, you'll see all the investors. Okay. So
Gotcha.
these are just the default ones on there. You have any other questions so far?
Yes, I think you're going to cover that
Yeah.
under the lead generation, but I'll let you go. And then if you don't
Okay.
cover it, I'll bring it up.
Okay, no problem. Just let me know anytime. Yeah, so this is referring to what type of lead you're creating this landing page for. So you have multiple different templates of landing pages. We just worked on the lead generation one. If I click on video view, this will take people to a landing page that's designed to show a video to people, and you can have your own video displaying here. Okay, so everything else is the same except these two fields right here are new. So when you click on video view, it will take you to this page with this video cutout on your landing page, where you can put a URL after video. So once they finish watching the video and they click your submit button, this is the link they will get taken to. So we actually already covered that. YouTube ID is the code you will paste in here so that it can pull your video. So I'm actually going to show you an example. I'm going to go to YouTube. And we're going to go to, let's say, one of our Tech Tuesday videos. Okay, channel. So let's say we wanted everyone that came onto our landing page to see this video that we posted. This was last Tech Tuesday. So I'm going to copy the link right here. We're going to go back to our landing page. So it says you need to post your YouTube video ID, and that's only a portion of the YouTube video link. So we're not going to post the whole link in here. So let me show you guys how I'm going to do that. If I paste this, so as you see, okay, actually that works. That was not supposed to work, but it wants you to paste everything after the V equals. Okay, so I'm going to delete all of this. And then this is, there you go. So everything after the V equals on a YouTube link is what you're going to put on here. And it'll automatically populate whatever video that was in your landing page. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to go back to YouTube. Once you find your video, this could be a video you uploaded, or it could be a video, any video on YouTube. If I click on any other, let's say, best advice for 20-year-old, and I go ahead and copy the link right here up top, I'll go back to my landing page. I'm going to paste that link in this box right here. And then everything after the V right here, there's a V equals. You're going to delete all of that and just leave the code. And there you go. It has that video in there. So you're probably going to use this for, video of you explaining what your product is about or your service is about. And then you'll paste that in here. People will be able to see. And if they're convinced and you've sold them, they'll click on the, get in touch button or whatever you make the button. Let's call it submit. There you go. And then it will take you to the link of your choosing right here. Okay, so this is a video landing page. You have more options. You have video plus lead. This one has a video and the option to have people put their email and cell phone. You also have content hijack. This is not going to be used very much. The content hijack hijack is the type of landing page where, when you're on a website and you're doing your thing, scrolling through, articles or newsletter, and all of a sudden there's a page that pops up that says, save 15% on, this by putting your email here. Those little pop-ups, that's a content hijack. So you have that type of landing page here. You also have a text lead. So this one takes them to a page that you design, and it'll have text, whatever code you want in here, to your smart number, and then they'll get added to your system. But you're most likely just going to use the lead generation one up top. Okay, it'll have all of the services you provide, an email and a cell phone. So as agents, this is probably what we're going to be using the most. But as you can see, you have plenty of other options. You even have a Facebook chat one. So once they, get the link to come on your landing page, they'll be able to read all your services and then click on the Facebook button. This will take them to, Facebook, so that they can get in touch with you if you prefer to communicate that way. Okay. And you can put your Facebook username here too. That way they know how to route directly to your page, which is awesome. So that is how you build a landing page. If I go up to lead generation, we're actually going to save my progress. So I'm going to press save right here. And once you make a landing page, you can't actually go back and edit it. So make sure, it's looking the way you want it to look. Otherwise, you'll just have to create another one. So once you press save, this message will tell you what I just said. And I'm going to press OK. And there you go. Now it'll actually take me to the landing page. So this is no longer the editor. This is an actual web page now. So when people get, when people get to this landing page, they'll be able to see that they can become a homeowner today, and they'll be able to sign up below with their email, cell phone number, and click submit. Okay. And you have multiple ways of sharing this landing page. You can click the share button right here, and you can automatically share through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. If I click on the Facebook real quick, it'll open up my Facebook page, and it will create a thumbnail with my website, and it'll say sign up below to get in touch with me. So if you enter your cell phone number, we promise to only send you interesting, relevant real estate content, whatnot. It'll put something in there for you, and you can add some extra text to this to, add some more context. Now, anyone that clicks on this link will be taken to your landing page where they can find out more about your services, provide their email and phone number, and then that'll appear on your KvCORE database. So this is just a quick way to share this. Number two is, obviously Twitter. It'll work the same. It'll open a new tab, sign into your Twitter, and then you can paste that. So all your Twitter friends and anyone that might see the post that's potentially interested will be able to sign up, and you can collect that lead. Same with LinkedIn and Pinterest. Okay. So that's how you build a landing page. The link that I actually posted in the chat that has you sign up for the Tech Tuesday reminders, I created that using KvCORE. So I'm going to go back to the KvCORE, and we got to this page by clicking lead engine, by the way. Okay, and then you'll get to the screen right here. So if you go ahead and click on the landing page section and choose your website once more, instead of building a landing page, you can see your past landing pages. So if I click on this, this will show you all of the landing pages you've previously made. So this is the one I have built for you guys. If I click view, it'll take you to that. So same thing we just did together. I use the same system to build the landing page for all of us to sign up and always be up to date with the Zoom meetings and whatnot. So I filled up the bullet points, get notified when videos go live, tech tips straight to your inbox, reminders with Zoom link, and I have you guys put your email and cell phone and click register. And then once you guys do that, it actually signs you guys into my smart CRM, and I get your contact information, and it automatically adds a hashtag. So like we just did right now, this is the one we just made, first time home buyer. So whoever signs up will get this hashtag, and then through that hashtag, I can send out mass emails to all of you guys at once. Okay. And if you want to copy this link, you can click on copy link right here. Or if you just want to view the landing page, you can click view like I just did right now. Okay,
So
this is where you see all of your past landing pages.
So we cannot edit a page that we already created. Can we delete a page?
No, it's just there. It's just there. It's just there. So you can choose to no longer share the link, but the link will always be, the page will always be there. And you
So
cannot
what
edit it.
happens? What happens when you have already shared the link? Say, for example, I create. I'm still trying to understand how it works. The bullet points are just informations. They're not links, right? They're just
No.
text,
Information
advertisement
only.
text.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you've created one, say, first-time home buyer. What is it doing? Like, you've created this, you've shared. So what does it do? I mean, I land on that page, and then I put my email and phone number, and then I get registered. Then what?
Okay. So is your question what happens on your, so if you were to sign up on my landing page, what happens on my end, basically? Is that your question?
Yeah. So what, for example, what did you do right now? So you have created a landing page for first-time home buyers, and you shared that on Facebook. Now I'm on Facebook. I see that post, and I'm clicking. I put my information. Now, what's my takeaway? What am I getting out of doing that?
Okay, so this is where whatever you're offering comes in. So this post, because it's an example, I didn't put anything on there, but let me go back to it right now. So instead of just me having, typed all this, what you can use this for is, if you had signed up here, right, you will obviously get this hashtag that we've just set up. Let me go back to it. You'll get this hashtag, first-time home buyer.
Right.
Okay. So the great thing here now is, maybe you signed up on my landing page because I said, hey, if you sign up right here, you will be signed up to a newsletter that will send you great information about the home buying process. And you're very much interested in that because you might want to be, buying a house pretty soon. So by you having this hashtag, I can automatically assign you to a smart campaign that will email you every single month with great tips. That's just one example. Example two could be just, hey, you just want people to get in touch with you and if they want to buy a house. So when you send this landing page live, let's say 1,000 people click on it because you are so creative with what you're trying to offer. Everyone wants to know, what it is you're offering, and they want more information. You can send that live, 1,000 people click on it, and you'll now have 1,000 people with their phone numbers and email that you can now reach out to individually and ask them, hey, I saw that you signed up on my landing page because you're interested in finding out the top 10 homes in your city, or you're interested in finding out about the 3.5% down program so that you can, get into a home. So it's a way for you to advertise something that people might be interested in, and a way for them to sign up so that they can get that info from you. Okay, so the landing page is just like an intermediary, something that's in between people who are interested in something and people who, might turn into a lead or a client. Does that answer your question a little bit?
Partially. So now we use the link tree, right? Link tree to put links in. So now people who are visiting my page, like whether they have visited my web page or my Facebook page, that's just giving them information about who I am and what is it. How can I make sure that, or at least coax people who are visiting my website to share their details?
how can you make people who just visit your website share their details? Is that your question, if I understand correctly?
Because now I'm needing to have a landing page, and that too, it has to be different landing pages. So how can I combine or get the value that I'm getting from landing page and not having to have people navigate to a different page, but once they visit my page, whether it's Facebook or whether it's the website, they are coaxed to share.
So there's multiple ways you can go about doing that. Obviously, when someone clicks on your website, they're looking for something. You know, people are not just, chances that people are just going to end up on your website are very, very low, unless they found, you know, they read somewhere that, hey, click on this website to see, you know, homes in your area, or click here to find a market report. Anyone that visits a website is there for one reason or another. Now, based on that, that's typically due to you putting out some type of information out there. People resonate with that and then click on the link and then end up on your website. Now they can end up on the landing page, or if you just put your website is already set up in a way where if they want to look at a lot of different properties, a lot of different market reports, your website will automatically prompt them, hey, do you want to see more? You know, go ahead and sign in here. So your website already has that feature without even a landing page. If I open up my website here, you see people can actually log in. So if they try to look at, you know, one too many areas, I'm just looking for Riverside right now. And it's going to give me a few options. Let's click on whatever this is here, thermal in California. If I view this, and let's say someone is just on your website, not through a landing page, and they're interested in this almost $30 million piece of land. Okay. So they want to save it. If they're trying to save that, your website won't let them unless they provide information. So your website already has these set up in place for you. But a landing page automatically has them provide that in exchange for that information. Because you can have people sign in on the landing page, and then there's a button. I don't know if you remember. Let me see if I could go back to it. Maybe not. But when you're building a landing page, once people click submit, you can have them be taken to a specific link. So if you're advertising this piece of land right here, you can just copy this link and then paste that into the link they get taken to once they fill out the landing page. And then they get what they wanted, and then you get the email. You know, you provide value for information. Does that kind of answer? Or
yeah. Really? So mostly the URL is what they get for signing up, because then that's what is your immediate reward, right? For sharing your information.
Yeah, for an immediate reward, for sure, the URL. Or they could just sign up and you could say, click here and I will get in touch with you within 24 hours. So that's you physically calling, but you're giving some type of value regardless.
Kane, so once they submit the information, like, because, you know, like, for instance, when I'm like looking, I'm getting a lot of like, you know, ads for realtor now, right? Obviously, because like the other, you know, they just know I'm a realtor. You know how it is when you're online and stuff. You start getting all these ads and everything, and then, oh, if you would like to know about how to generate lead, you know, and so I'm a sucker, and I'm like, oh, and then they tend to like get a hold of you really quick. You know, they not calling, but I'm noticing sometimes if you enter the phone number, you'll get a text, and it's like, oh crap, you know, I did submit to ask for information, but I wasn't that serious about it or whatever. But will our landing, so you just said that we would, you know, there would be a reward after. How quickly are we able to give them some information on what they're inquiring? Like, do we have to like create something, or like you said, it'll automatically, like we could do like a monthly newsletter, but how quickly can we get back to them? You know, because usually when you sign up with your email, you know, you notice that within minutes, like you get some information based on that. So will that be automatic, or we have to like set that up on our own?
So you both. So it's automatic after you set it up, you know. So let's take the perfect example is the link I'm sharing with you guys to sign up to stay, in the loop with these Tech Tuesday meetings and videos I post. So on this landing page that I just made, once anyone signs up, they put their email, phone number, they click register. What's going to happen in the back end is I'm going to go to my dashboard. Let's say, let's choose anyone. Let's say Hope. Okay, Hope just signed in using my landing page. So Hope will pop up right here. It'll have, her first, last name, and then under her contacts, there will be her, email and phone number. But she will also have that hashtag that we set on the landing page. Now, after all of that is said and done, let's actually choose someone who signed up. That'll be much, much easier. Let's choose Jean right here. So perfect. This is someone that signed up using the link I'm putting in the chat. So as soon as this person signed in, this hashtag was automatically added. Okay. Now, because that hashtag was added, let's see, because that hashtag was added, this campaign was automatically, well, not in this case. This is also a bad example. Let me find someone else. Let's try, let me go down here, find a good example so you could see how this works. Man, all the people went away. Let me just show you manually what happens. So when people sign in, their contact information populates, they get their email, and then that hashtag gets added. Now, what I'm doing is I have a smart campaign set up that whenever a new lead comes into the system, they automatically gets an email sent to them. So this is the smart campaign I have set up. Whenever anyone gets into my system and they have this hashtag, their status immediately changes to, sphere, because all of you guys are, I want to say my sphere. And then 10 minutes after that, you get sent this welcome email. It'll say, hey there, first, I'd like to thank you, et cetera, et cetera. So this is how they reach out to you immediately. I choose how soon this email goes out. Right now, I have it set to 10 minutes. But if I switch this on, immediately when you sign up, you will get this email. Does that kind of make sense? But I had to set this up first so that all of that kind of happens in the background, but I only do it once.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. So we technically have to set up our campaign, like our smart campaign, so that we can be prepared to send information for someone that's inquiring something. Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
And then we'll know by the hashtag that it's connected to like what specific thing it was. Like if it's a first time buyer, then it'll, okay. But we have to manually create the smart campaign. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I do want to stress the fact that this is all something you design. You don't have to assign everyone that signs up using your landing page to a smart campaign. It could just be that you can just go into your smart CRM and you can just manually search everyone with that hashtag, and you can go through each of those people individually and reach out to them. If you prefer the automatic way, that's when you can create a smart campaign to take care of all of that following up for you, which I do recommend, because you're only one person. You can't just work 24/7. If people click on this link while I'm sleeping, I know my smart campaign will do the follow-up for me. Okay, it depends on what you're offering on the landing page. Ideally, in a perfect world, you're going to be creating a lot of different landing pages. When you want to target first-time home buyers, you create something just for them. And if you have a smart campaign that's designed to follow up with them, go ahead and create that and make the magic happen. If you're creating this to inform, you can just have an email automatically sent to them that gives them whatever information they're looking for. A lot of people online like to see, the top 3 homes, the top, homes in this city, the top 5 restaurants in that city. So you can have it set up to go to a web page automatically as soon as they provide that information so that they can see that list. Okay, it does not have to be a smart campaign. So it's whatever value you decide to provide in exchange for people's, information, so that you can market to them later down the line. So all you want is that contact info, basically.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions on everything we just did right now? Did that make some sense, hopefully? Close these tabs right now. Anybody going once, going twice? I know that was a lot of information and it might be a little confusing, but basically just think of landing pages as the middleman between someone who's interested in a service and on the other side is someone actually being your client, because that's where they go to register or give you their information so that you can get in touch with them later. Okay. Right. Let me see. So there's two other types of landing pages that are already pre-made for you and ready to use. You can have a home valuation landing page for people, and you can have a market report landing page pre-made for people. Let's see, I think I have a question here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you already have a home valuation link that you can give to anyone. And once they click on that link, they'll get taken to your, that page on your website where they can see how much their home is worth, at least an estimate. In the same way, you also have the option to create a market report link for a specific area. So let me show you guys that very quickly. I know we've just hit the hour mark. If I go into, so I'm going to find those under the playbook section. Okay, top left right here. If you click on playbooks, you want to open up the Work Your Sphere playbook. We're going to click on that. I'm going to click on Open Playbook in green right here. So you can see my mouse. And then under the Stay Top of Mind section at the bottom left, you have an option that says Post to Social Media. If I click on this right here, let me see, some of those might not be muted, no problem, cool. If I click on Post to Social Media, you get access to these two sections here, if you will. The market report squeeze page and the home valuation landing page, okay? Now, let's say you create a landing page that consists of, the purpose of the landing page is to give people a market report of the Long Beach area. So what I'm gonna do here is under the area, I'm gonna type in Long Beach. So let me go ahead and do that right now. And KvCORE will auto-populate this as you type it too. So I'm going to put Long Beach City right here. And then as you see, it'll create a link for you. Okay. So under here, you have the option to also add a hashtag. So anyone that clicks on this market report squeeze page will have that hashtag added to them. So I'm going to do that just now. I'm going to put Facebook leads. It could be whatever you want. And I'm going to click on that. It'll pop up down here and I'll press save. Now, that will update this link up here. So this means using this link right here, anyone that clicks on there will have the hashtag WorkSphere playbook and Facebook leads attached to them every time they click on it. So if I copy this link and actually go into a new tab and paste it, this is where it's going to take me. It'll take me to my website, but it'll immediately ask them for their email address. So if I populate that in here, and then let's just put something in there real quick. If I type that in there, they will also have the option to put a phone number. And then once they click the blue button, then they will be able to see the market report behind. So this is another example of a landing page. People click on a link because they're looking for some information, but in exchange, you grab that contact info. Okay, it's always you want to make sure this is an even exchange as much as possible. If you can provide a lot of value, people will have no problem submitting their information to you. And you want that information because you will always be able to market to them later down the line as many times as possible. And once they provide that, then they'll be able to see the market report in the back. You see that I just clicked away. If people try to do that and still try to type in, their area for a market report, they will not be able to, I'm just going to type in a zip code right here. If someone tries to see a zip code trying to bypass, putting their email, it won't let them. It'll still ask them for that information. And then once they do put it in, I'll just put something in here. Just a random number. Continue with email. Now they will be taken to the website. So as you can see, it's going to load up, and then it should give me the market report for the zip code. So even exchange, I get their information, they get their market report. Even exchange, they get their value. So that's the power of landing pages. Now on my end here, this doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. Under your dashboard, you will see a new contact populate up top here. So it's not going to show immediately. Maybe in 10 or 15 minutes, you'll see a new contact has accessed your landing page and tried to see a market report. In the same way I did that, this is the last one I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go back to the playbooks. I'm going to go to stay top of mind, post to social media. So this is the one we just did, the market report squeeze page. You also have the option to do a home valuation landing page. So make sure to choose your domain right here, because that's where they will be taken to. And then if I copy this link, I'm also going to paste that in here so you know what it looks like. So anyone that clicks on this link I just copied will be taken to this website. They can put in any address, probably their property address, so that they can see what their home is worth. Okay, if I put any address in here, I'm just going to put something random. Let's put Rosecrans Avenue. Once they put their address, they'll get taken to my website. I don't know why this asks for it twice. It always does that. But once they put that information, then it asks them for their, information. Once they put that information in there, as you can see in the back, it gives them that home valuation. I'm going to submit this. Boom. There you go. So they'll kind of see more information about that. So it looks like it's not available for this home, apparently. It's probably not even a house. Maybe that's why. But yeah, another type of landing page you have already pre-made for you. So you can make your own, use the home valuation one, or use the market report landing page. Those are the three ways you can create landing pages to obtain people's information so that you can market to them much later down the line. Okay. That was a lot of information. Is there any questions on anything I just did right now? Any whatsoever? Let's see.
Hi, Ken.
Yes.
Yeah, could you kind of going back a little bit about, let's say, after you do the landing page, then are you gonna like copy the page and paste onto the Facebook, or what are you gonna do so people can
Right here?
Yeah. So how to go to this step? Before this screen, then I saw like you copy the link, right? You copy the link of your page.
Yeah.
And then you paste it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So to access that, you go to lead engine.
Okay.
Okay. And then under the landing page section, make sure to choose your website. If I click on it, it'll, gray it out and put it in here. And then you want to click past landing pages.
Past landing pages. Okay.
Once you click on that, it'll show you all of your landing pages right here. So that's where you can see all the previous ones, and you have a button
link
next to each to copy link. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that's how you always get access to.
So you copy link, and then what next?
Yeah. So when you have the link to your lead generation, now it's up to you to generate some type of lead magnet. So say you're posting a photo on Instagram where you're at the best restaurant in Hawthorne, and under the caption, you could put, hey, I'm at the, do you want to see the top 5 restaurants in Hawthorne? Click on the link below. You have to create some type of content to attach this to.
Okay.
If you're sending out emails to a lot of people, it can say, find out what the top areas in this neighborhood are to own your first property. And then you can copy your landing page and then put it there. And then once they click on it, they'll have to put their email in order to access that. So it's like in between thing for them to be able to, you don't want to just give them that list, because then there's no value exchange there. But if they go through a landing page first, give you that information, you get their email so you can market to them, and then they get that list. Okay. And that list could be on your website, it could be a YouTube video, it could be whatever you want it to be. Does that answer your question?
Okay, so you copy the link, and what next after this? I kind of lost. You copy the link, and how do you post to the social media?
Yeah. So for example, if I wanted to copy this link right here that has you sign up so that you can always stay in touch with your, the Tech Tuesdays I do, I could just go to my Facebook. I'm just going to open up Facebook here. So if I go to Facebook, I can go ahead and just go to my page and just create a new post right here. Okay. And I can make this a public post.
Okay.
And then in here, I can say, always stay in the loop whenever I post a video on YouTube about KvCORE. Okay. And then under here, I'm going to paste the link. And I could put like, click the
link below
to sign up. See that? So I made a post on Facebook. It says always stay in the loop whenever I post a video on YouTube about KvCORE. Click the link below to sign up. And there it is. Facebook will automatically create a thumbnail for you too. So if I click post right here, that will post this to my page. I'm actually gonna, this is not my, I'll do this only me, just for you guys. And I'll post. And then there you go. On my page now, all of my friends, because it's only me, no one's going to see this, but everyone who's on Facebook will be able to see this. They're like, oh, wow, I want to see, what the next Tech Tuesday is. They're going to click on this link. They'll get taken to my landing page, and then they're going to put their email and cell phone number and then register. And then once they register, they're going to be added to the KHAS hashtag. Okay. And I already have a smart campaign in place that automatically sends out these emails, that I send you guys to remind you about Zoom whenever I post a video. So that's how everything starts falling together. You got to paste that link somewhere and grab people's attention. They click on it to get that value. In this case, being, a member of the group and being able to see the Zoom reminders and all that. And then there you go. You get emails, they get the value that you propose.
So another question is, do you have kind of template or like some useful content to post or to do the landing page like this?
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. That's actually a really good idea. I think I'll put together a list of good things you can use landing pages for, maybe something for sellers, programs out there for first-time home buyers, maybe veterans loans, stuff like that. I think I'm going to put together a list of things you guys can start doing today, because I do realize that this is a lot of information and it might be confusing at first, but knowing how to use these is going to be essential in, generating leads online, because you want to be online nowadays. You can't just, cold calling is nice, door knocking is nice, but you're going to get much more exposure, much faster when you advertise online, because 1,000 people can see it at once, but you can't knock on 1,000 doors at once. You can't call 1,000 people at once. Okay, so that's where landing pages do come in. So yes, I think that's a good idea. I think I'll make some templates for sure.
Yes,
okay.
please.
Definitely.
So are we gonna talk
Yeah.
about it like next week? Same time next
Landing
week?
pages. This is my second time talking about them. I think I'll send out like a survey if more people want to go back and have me talk about it again, for sure. And if you need some one-on-one time for me to explain it to you thoroughly, every email I send now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's a blue button at the bottom that says if you need, one-on-one sessions with me, you can actually click on that button and it will take you to my Calendly where you can have some one-on-one trainings with me. Okay, so I don't know if you're signed up to the, I think so. I think you signed up actually. So let me show you what the email looks like and how to do that. So I actually was gonna forget to say that. So anyone that needs one-on-one support with KvCORE, please go ahead and use that link and it will let you schedule a meeting with me. Let's see. I just want to show you what the email looks like. Let me refresh this page. There we go. And my internet is like no today. Let's see. Okay, so this is just an example. This is not the email you guys are receiving, but all of the emails I'm sending out, it'll have a button like this. Okay, for you guys, it's blue. It'll say, click here to schedule a quick chat. Okay, and when you click on that link, it's going to take you to a page on my Calendly where you guys can book some one-on-one time with me. Okay, so keep an eye out for those emails if you do need some one-on-one. And you can always email me directly and we can, schedule a time, but that's a way for you to do it at any point without talking to me. Okay. So yes, that's a thing. Do we have any other questions? Anything at all? Landing pages, maybe something else you want to talk about or something I might have missed?
So please send to my email.
I'm so sorry. Did you have a question? I didn't hear.
It seems like I haven't received any email from you yet. So this is my email.
Oh, okay. I'm going to copy your email, okay? And I'm going to send you some instructions on how to book that one-on-one. I see your email in the chat.
Yes.
But you already signed up. I think I saw you signed up to the list I have. So every time I send out marketing material, you'll see that link there. But I'll save your email and I'll I'll email you directly with instructions on how to do that, okay?
Okay, thank you. And
No
the last
problem.
question, do you have any good landing page that you can show us for the advertisement purpose, like what you said, but I mean like completely done?
Do I have any landing pages for you guys? Is that what you said?
Yes,
you kind of went out there. Yeah, so I don't have any pre-made, but I can make a bunch of different templates and for sure I can share that with you guys. So I'm gonna get working on that because I'm redoing the landing page talk again today because a lot of people showed interest in that.
Okay.
And a lot of people are confused with it. So I think it's a good idea to have some examples for you guys that you can get started using.
Yeah, like
so-
we can kind of follow the template and
Yeah,
make some modifications that will be better.
definitely. So I think that's a good idea too. Thank you for that suggestion.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Right. Anybody else? Any questions? Looking good.
Time.
All right. Well, that concludes this Tech Tuesday. If there's no other questions, are you still in the chat, Frank? I mean, are you still in the meeting, Frank? Frank is a busy bee. He might be working on something. Oh, he's not even here. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you guys. We went a little bit over. Thank you so much for listening to me for an hour and a half. If you have any questions pertaining to this, oh, okay. I see a few people are not signed up. Leave your emails in the chat if you want to get signed up and have that one-on-one with me. I'll stay in the room, but without further ado, this has been another great meeting. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jane.